Hey Sagittarians, welcome to your reading for Sagittarius season 2023, which, by the way, according to my sources, it's not going to be like the best Sag season ever. So just a heads up, like it might feel a little more subdued, or as my favorite astrologer, the Leo King, said, it might feel like the CVS brand of Sag season rather than the real thing. So just heads up, guys. I look forward to Sag season every year as a Leo. It's like my pick-me-up through the dark times where I live in Washington. And so I'm a little bummed to hear this, but it's got to be better than Scorpio season for us, right? As fire signs. So no shade to Scorpios. Scorpios are amazing. But us fire signs, we kind of drown in that time. It's hard. Anyway, so Sag, I'm going to start by reading your oracle card meaning. You got the Holy Thorn from the Avalon deck. I forget, I got to pull these way back. So, when you encounter the card of the Holy Thorn, beware of the duality of life's pleasures and pain. There are conflicting events in your life that force you to question whether life will ever run smoothly again. Our lives are punctuated by seasons of the heart. The joy of spring and new beginnings lasts a season in time. The card of the Holy Thorn reminds you that a time of struggle and challenges awaits you in the next season, but joy will follow. You are connected to the sacred roots of the world's joy and grief. Just as the thorn tree flowers twice, take note of the blessings that come out of hardship. It is when you let go of expectations and the need to control that you truly connect with everyone else. Our vulnerability makes us human, and our ability to endure makes us divine. The Holy Thorn teaches you that joy and pain are two sides of the same coin. One must wear the crown of thorns first to appreciate life's good times. Know that this too shall pass if you sit quietly. You may catch a glimpse of the fairies who protect and respect this tree of enchantment. Take this time to practice being present with yourself and to connect with your heart. To sacrifice your life, your time, your ideals for someone else's well-being may cause you to feel thorns of resentment. This is a time to look at patterns of self-pity and make a conscious choice not to give in to this negative emotion. I am grateful for all that the universe gives me. How fitting with Thanksgiving, or Indigenous, no, that's not the name for it. There's another word for Thanksgiving now that's more respectful to Native people, but I don't know it off the top of my head. Anyway, at some point this week, we'll probably all think about gratitude. So for you, Sagittarius, that is key as you're going through this difficult time in your life. This difficult season, I should say, rather. So you are in the energy of the Hanged Man. Here, you are looking like you're assessing life from a new perspective. You're feeling maybe like stalled out, or maybe like a type of pause going in your life. But at the same time, crowning the reading, you have the Chariot. So it's like you could feel conflicted about moving forward with your desires and like getting on your path in life, but at the same time feeling like now is not the time for action. It looks like your challenge here is the Ace of Wands. So that creativity, that passion, that fire energy, that especially for Sag, that desire to kind of create something new and move forward with it. It's like I see you kind of like chomping at the bit here for wanting to maybe move on from a stage in your life. And And at the same time, the initiation of that new project or that new passion in your life is a challenge, because you also have the Tower with the Three of Swords and the Eight of Cups here. So it's like maybe getting that new thing off the ground involves a huge disruptive change in your life that would be sort of heartbreaking and would cause you to walk away from a situation where there's a lot of love and even stability in love there. And so I sense that you are, I just don't think it's quite the time yet to make these moves. You know, you're still being in that Hanged Man, you're still really processing a lot. And it just doesn't feel like the time. But it feels like it is near. And maybe that's that thing with the seasons here, where you're in the difficult season right now, but that difficult season is going to pass and the joy is going to come back, and that, you know, fiery, passionate energy that, you know, you feel kind of like raining down on you at this point, will eventually kind of carry you forward. It looks like at the bottom of the reading here, there is some sense of something being hidden with the moon here. Something is not feeling clear in a situation. This could be involving a masculine King of Pentacles energy, can be an earth sign, can be just someone who's financially stable, someone who is a stable person. So they're typically, the King of Pentacles upright is very trustworthy and very stable and very reliable. And I think I'd already said trustworthy. So to have the moon here, it's like it's kind of a like maybe a duality thing. Like maybe this is someone in your life who's very, all the things I said, wonderful things, but there's something about them that's just like slippery kind of with this. And I do think that moon energy around this person could definitely be related to why you're feeling this sort of like stalled stagnation. These cards just look very much aligned. And so, you know, we have the moon. We had some eclipses recently. I don't know if this could be related to events that happen around the eclipses or energies that were felt around the eclipses, maybe for you, maybe for that person, I don't know. And so, yeah, I do sense a really dualistic energy here with this entity, whoever this is in your life, where there's a lot of like warmth and sunny happiness. And then there's also this sort of dark and murky depths to this person that are just really not clear. And then with the moon, you know, I just always go to mother issues, mothering in their life, mothering in all aspects of this person's life. So it could be something to do with mothering, that it has them in this sort of dark and murky energy that it's just, it seems like it's just not really sitting right with you. Although they are showing up in the upright. So it's hard to know here what exactly is going on. But in the past, it looks like you were in a really powerful place of solitude, where you got very much in touch with your inner light, and you know, I like the Seven of Wands because it really shows the kind of meditative centered piece of the Seven of Wands, where you become so like in touch with yourself and your strength that you're really able to push away a lot of energies that would pull you off of that. So that's where you've been in the recent past, where you just got so strong and firm in yourself that you were content being alone, and you enjoyed that actually. So it looks like that also could be related to some of what's going on with you being in this hanged man position now, where you're feeling just like very observant and kind of hands off because you're kind of emerging from that hermit mode. And maybe you just personally aren't ready to like really re-engage in life and make a lot of moves at this time. Although the energy from above is calling you to do that. And that could be related to some of the moon issues here as well. So, side note, bottom of the deck, what you don't see, someone in your life is really clear on what they want with you, and they really want to take a chance. They really want to take a chance in love with you, and they're very sure about it, and they have their mind made up, and they're going to communicate this with you via messaging technology. So I don't know that that's someone in your personal or daily life very much. If they're communicating via messaging about that, it says that it's someone a little bit distant from you. So in the near future, there's an interesting turn of events here where it's like you, and I almost sense that this could be work related. It doesn't have to be. I'm just putting that out there, that it's a possibility, because we have the Four of Cups in reverse. So it's like something with the Two of Cups in reverse, it's like letting go of some love, very closely bonded relationship is either it's going to kind of remove some depression and apathy and stagnation that you've been feeling, or it's like all of a sudden the depression, the stagnation, the Scorpio energy is going to lift, and you're going to feel like ready to let go of some type of relationship that is probably contributing to that stagnation. And the reason I said work related is because of the presence of the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. And then we also have the World card here. So whatever letting go of this connection in your life is related to, it's going to take you into, it's like a new beginning that can only come when you let go of something. That's how I see the World card lately. It's like, it's more of an ending card than a beginning card, because it's such a huge change that it can't just come out of nowhere. It has to kind of come out of, the vacuum of letting something go, that it like catapults you into a new situation. And I think it's going to be really good for you financially and emotionally too. The Queen of Pentacles is emotionally very stable, because she has all of her needs met for survival. It's like she's just very much at ease. And so with the Page of Pentacles here, it's like it could be a new job, it could be a new business, it could be a new type of financial endeavor that you might be getting off the ground. If it's romantic, if this is a partnership you're letting go of, it does seem like there could be, a small offering of romance. But again, it's not super romantic. It's more based on something stable and something tangible in your life. It could be the offer to like merge financially with someone, or someone that will give you financial support, or I don't necessarily think like living together. I don't see it that that committed. It's like a small gesture of stability that will, level up your life in a really wonderful way. So that's exciting. Although hard, it's hard to let go of a Two of Cups situation, even if it's work or friendship or something professional. There will be a sense of loss from that, but you will gain a lot from letting it go. I mean, who doesn't want to get the Four of Cups energy out of their life? It's like blah. It's kind of a burnout card. So maybe you'll just be releasing something that's been burning you out. Whatever that is for each individual. Again, pertaining to work, you're in the energy of the Eight of Pentacles. So it's like you're working very hard right now, kind of like nose to the grindstone. You're probably, hopefully making decent money. But there's something about your work right now that is very healing for you. And it's like, I'm looking at the High Priestess in reverse as something positive here rather than, the way it can be. All these cards are really positive. Just that one in reverse is making me think it's not negative. I think it's indicating that like you are able to be more who you are, like more vocal and maybe more outward about who you are. You might be getting more attention, more accolades through this work situation, and you're getting a lot of strength. So whatever this work situation is, it is like maybe you were more hidden in the past with your work. Like the work that you did, it wasn't recognized is what I'm sensing. And something about the way you're working now is lifting that, and it's not only strengthening you, but getting you more attention. So in your environment, we kind of like shift gears right here with this spread. There's someone who is like a lot of fun, a very youthful, passionate energy, but like the way these two cards like mirror each other exactly with the Nine of Cups in reverse, I sense there could be some substance abuse issues with this person that are making them like, maybe that's where the fun comes from with this person. This person could be maybe going through a period in their life where they're having to kind of go beneath the surface of happiness or yeah. And they could be coping by using alcohol, and trying to kind of lift themselves out of that hard work. This person's a lot of fun with the magician energy there, but they're a little tricky. So, they're showing up in the upright. It's not a negative card. It's just with that Nine of Cups in reverse, with the magician there, I kind of see like some of that like fun energy about this person could be a little self-deceptive. That's what I'm going to say here. And but this person is taking some swift action towards a relationship and a family with you. So they are booking it towards that happy future with you. You are feeling a lot of hope around a new career or financial endeavor in your life with the Ace of Pentacles. And it's like you feel really sure and you feel really called spiritually to do this work with the Judgment card. It's like you're ready to kind of throw yourself into a new job or a new business. And then your fears here, I feel like there's some fear around like a father figure in your life. The Emperor, it's like the divine masculine, but it didn't come out quite upright. Like it was sideways. So I feel like you have fears around a father figure, a masculine, divine masculine presence in your life, being like kind of shifty, like worried that they could go from being really healthy and positive and like that healthy masculine energy to slipping into a little more domineering, controlling type of energy, and basically going in a new direction suddenly in life, like just having like some like stroke of luck or some like divine intervention in their life with the Wheel of Fortune here, bring in an ending, and kind of like cause them to make plans to go in another direction in life, in your life. And I think that's a scary thought for you. So the outcome here is super ambiguous, but I'm just going to read what I have. So like there's a perfect match showing up here in the future with the King and the Queen of Wands. There's such a match here with these two, this pair, and you can see, you know, I'm not attached to gender in readings, but you can see like the feminine energy kind of like showcasing the masculine energy here. Like, look at what I got. Like, look at this great match that I found in life. They're overjoyed, and then the masculine partner is just a little bit more like stoic and like they're more subdued, whereas I feel like the feminine energy is a little more giddy, and really focused on just the magic of the connection. So I feel like the feminine energy in this duo is having issues making a decision and potentially like stalling and putting off making a decision, based on like really just needing to be super clear and make sure there's no illusion or no deception going on with that Eight of Swords in reverse. So we got the Hangman in reverse. So here you have the Hangman upright, and then your outcome, it's reverse. So it's like right now you're in a healthy energy of assessing and just looking at the situation. In the outcome, there's the potential for it becoming like going on too long, and potentially dealing with some insecurity with this Page of Cups in reverse, where you might be, or whoever this feminine energy is. And remember, it doesn't have to be a woman. You know, men can show up as queens and women can show up as kings in readings. There's something about like instability and insecurity causing a delay or a hard decision, for this Queen of Wands. You know, just wanting things to be clear and really maybe taking too long to make a decision. Whereas with this masculine energy, I see that we got the Hierophant on its side. It did not show up straight up. So it's like I can see this masculine King of Wands in the partnership becoming, you know, like maybe not sure if they want to take this partnership to something traditional and something committed, and established in, you know, the traditional ways of partnership, probably marriage. And so this masculine is just not sure. And the cards that came out to clarify, I had a hard time getting clarification for this outcome for you. The cards that came out to clarify why that pathway to marriage is not upright, why it's teetering on its side here, is trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So there could be a trust issue or a lack of trust. Awakening. So this person could be undergoing a spiritual transformation. The need to go slow. This person wants to take time to really get to know each other. And then we also have the card of interference. So an external party is intruding on the relationship. So that is what I have for you, Sagittarius. If you would like a personal reading, please contact me and have a great birthday.